My name is Brian Glick. Today we're looking at heisting up from the guard position to be able to enter the front headlock. Our partner is in our closed guard, so how might we end up here? Anytime you're in the closed guard, it could even be that your partner took you down. So an example might be here, a partner shot in on a double leg, boom, and took us down in this fashion. Anytime you find yourself in the closed guard, okay, we're gonna start to set up the heist to get up to our elbow by creating an angle. So if our partner's hands are on our biceps, for instance, here, we're going to begin by swimming our arms to the inside position. So we're going to swim our arms in 1, 2, and then we're going to create an angle. Right now, I'm directly in front of him. I want to move my body slightly out to the side. So we're going to place a frame with our forearm against our partner's bicep. So we go 1, and then 2, we're going to move our hips out to the side, and we're going to take the wizard grip on our partner's near shoulder here. The wizard grip, of course, is the overhook. You can expect your partner to start to resist by using this hand to block or post or control. So we're going to slip our knee here to the inside of our partner's shoulder. So we have a whizzer 1, and we have a frame knee on the far side 2. We pass our second leg over, and we have this clamp position from which we can attack. Now, when we're working here, a lot of times our goal is to attack triangles or omoplatas or arm locks. But for today, we're going to look at a situation where instead of staying down, we want to get up. Remember that a lot of times when we're working from the guard, there is this unwritten rule between us where he's going to play top and I'm going to play bottom. But that's not always true. And in fact, we can change those rules whenever we want by beginning to do something like the heist, by getting up off of our back in order to be able to start to come up and attack, in this case, a front headlock. So we're not going to just stay down here. Instead, we're going to look to heist. So how are we going to do that? Well, we're going to use our position here. Our partner probably is going to be looking to posture up slightly here. We're going to use our position to create a little bit of space. So we're going to plant our outside foot here on our partner's hip. We're going to move our body out a little bit. Now, we're going to bring our elbow back behind us, and we're going to prop our body up. Now, a classic mistake that people make from this position when they're going to heist is the position of this inside foot. So here's how most people will do a heist from here. They're going to keep their elbow on the floor, then their hand, and they're going to put their foot on the mat. Then from here, they're going to heist up, come out, and then begin to go to work. The problem is that as you go to heist from this position, with your leg on the outside of your partner's leg, it's not uncommon for your partner just to grab your foot or your knee and return you to the mat here. Now you end up with your partner catching the leg, starting to drive forward, and you're constantly getting put back down onto the floor. So from our prop position here, before we even try to stand up, we're going to take our inside leg and we're going to pass it here to the outside. Now initially this seems like it's probably a bad idea because this whole inside space is open. Your partner can start to pass around to this side. But even as he goes to walk around this way, he actually makes life easier for us. Now that he's moved out of the way, there's less pressure on that leg. We can move up to our knees, hold a tight whizzer. Now from here, we're going to turn our hips into our partner and bring our head up above our partner's head. Our shoulder does the work. We're going to use our whizzer to drive our partner's shoulder and head down. We're going to take our top hand and we're going to pass it over so that we can form the beginnings of the front headlock, square back up with our partner, and now here we are ready to go on to the attack. For today, we're going to use the simplest attack from here, which is the high elbow guillotine. We're going to pass our left arm through. Our right hand here is going to control our own wrist, and we're going to slide back where we came from, passing our outside leg over the top with our elbow high, and you're in on a very strong finish. A lot of times it seems like it's a good idea, for instance, to wrap our partner's head from the bottom position and work the guillotine from there. But actually, the best way to enter is from a position where your head is above your partner's head, so we go backwards first, before we go forwards. Okay, so our partner is here, they're driving into us, or they have their hands on our biceps, in which case we swim forward, draw our partner forward, and begin our position like so. Now from here, we're going to prop ourselves up a little bit. We're going to take our elbow back, and we're going to begin to bring our head up towards the line of our partner's head. He'll often have his head down because he's looking to drive into us. Before we begin to heist, we're going to take this leg, the one that's on the far side, and we're going to pass it to the near side. We plant our foot on the mat, we move our leg out, and we just put our shin on our partner's hip here. We put our head above our partner's head. We drive a little bit in as our partner begins to work around towards that open side. From here, we have plenty of room to heist up. In this case, we're simply going to drop our hips down. With our shoulder above our partner's shoulder, we have the power of the wizard. We take our outside arm, wrap our partner's neck, and here we are in the front headlock position. Again, you have a lot of different attacks from this spot, but for today, we're simply going to slide our left arm through. The right hand is going to grip the wrist. We're going to go up and over, pivoting back underneath our partner, catching our partner's far hip with our heel, and you're in on finish. So this little adjustment makes a very big difference when it comes to heisting up out of the bottom position. You'll find that it's a lot easier for you to get your head above your partner's head. Remember, there's nothing that says that you have to stay down. You can always get back up, and often that changes the entire dynamic of what you're doing. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.